Yo, what's going on, Battlefielders? My name is Battlefield 4, and this is some more Pwn Star gameplay. Spawning in as Recon using the CS LR4 Scratch Town. We're gonna pick up the 50 cal. Counter that rush coming over here with the 1 piece, the 2 piece, ladies and gentlemen, with the 3 piece. And I'll pick up a 4th just for good measure, let them know who's daddy. So, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about, I guess kind of give you guys some tips towards sniping. If you guys do not know, or are relatively new subscribers, you do not know that the thing that I do in Battlefield is generally shotgunning and sniping. And the reason for being is because I find value behind that. I find it to be fun and entertaining, and that's what I use my video games for. Yeah, it's kind of rewarding when you get 40-0 gameplays and stuff like that, no matter what game you're playing. But I don't go for that. That's not the thing that I try to achieve. I have fun. Even if it goes 17-12 with a sniper rifle, may not be the most important thing in the world, may not have helped too much on objectives, not as much as if I would have had a fully auto weapon, but at the end of the day, I'm playing the video game to have fun, and as long as I'm not making it unfair with broken gadgets and messed up OP weapons or something like that, that's one thing. So, I'm going to give you guys a few tips using this weapon. This is the first bolt-action rifle that you unlock in the game. You use this to unlock the M40. I'm using the 8 times on it, which was my favorite attachment of choice on Battlefield 3, and I'm liking it a little bit here. My secondary weapon, the secondary bolt-action I have is the M40, and I use that with just basic iron sights. I don't have a scope attached to it, so I kind of have the two, I guess, work hand-in-hand quite well. I've got one with the 8 times and one with nothing on. Ooh! Yeah, and that's what I like to use. Now, what I found to be refreshing, and there are 2 things that I'd like to encourage you guys to do to adjust to the way sniping has changed in Battlefield 4. Now, if you're learning to become a little bit more aggressive, my suggestion for you is to take the scope off. Take it off, big girl. Just make sure you get rid of it. It allows you to be a little bit more comfortable in close range situations. We're talking 5, 10, 15, 20 meters. Obviously, if you get a little bit more comfortable with that, you can rotate over and put the big boy 8-time scope on. But for now, my biggest suggestion for you guys is to learn to not move when you shoot. And I know that sounds like something that you should do, but that's not something you ever had to worry about. I used to just be able to fluently just move everywhere, all over the map. I was able to drag scope. I was able to adjust my sidestep. But it seems like almost every time it's very, very hard to compensate for people moving on the run now. It's very, very hard to judge and gauge where your shots are going to go. If you so much as sway or sidestep or strafe or anything, it's just going to deviate from your original path. So the biggest thing that I encourage you guys to teach yourself is stand still. After you have fired, you could do whatever the hell you want. But that's one of the hardest things to teach yourself, is to stand still while shooting. This is something that is common in many shooters, and it was not that big a problem. You could be quite aggressive and just swoop, swap, and just move about all you want in the other one. But you're going to want to try to not sidestep. You can move aggressively forward. It generally is not going to mess up too much. It seems like the bullet may rise a little bit. And the fact that bullet drop is not as big as a problem as it is now, as it was in Battlefield 3, means you can move a little bit more comfortably. Now, I would say take your time, learn patience, try to adjust a little bit, and like I said, one of the easiest ways to teach yourself to become a more aggressive sniper like myself is to use no scope to get used to those close quarters confrontations. But again, probably the most logical, most effective way to do it is to get up on the roof, get somewhere where there's long range, where you have the advantage. You sit back, you pop shots off, go for the head only, make sure it counts, and like I said, do not move. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating. I'm sorry this one was a short one. I have a montage coming up for you guys. Get giddy, stay moist.